The situation, as you can imagine, before the earthquake, it was extremely bad. Syria is a country where 90% of its population below poverty line. In the northwest alone, you have more than 4 million people that were dependent on and still dependent on humanitarian aid. Now, on top of that, what we have is this earthquake that made the lives of the people much more difficult. Our teams have been operating in Syria for the last 10 years, but the nature of the aid corresponded to the crisis and to the war. Now we are in a situation where finding ourselves, we still have to provide aid to those victims of war, yet we need to tweak our humanitarian programs to respond to the earthquake and its devastation.
So what are the particular challenges of getting aid, this new kind of aid, to where it's needed within Syria?
Absolutely. It's always the logistics, the access, and some bureaucratic impediments that we are working on. For example, the road from within Syria, from within Turkey, in the southern part of Turkey, which enabled us to do the cross-border operation, was disrupted for 2 days. The road was damaged. There were rubbles on the road. We could not move our convoys. Luckily, the road managed to be cleared within 2 days. And yesterday, our first convoy passed. And today and tomorrow, our convoys will continue rolling from Bab al-Hawa, which is a cross-border point from Turkey, which is in line with the Security Council resolution. Also, we're working to expand on the cross line from government-controlled area to the west, of course, the northwest of Syria. Likewise, with reaching people in the northeast and in the government-controlled area. So we're basically trying to provide aid and assistance, us, United Nations, and the international community as a whole, with the NGOs and the local NGOs. We're trying to reach people, doing our best to reach them in those most difficult conditions, let alone, on top of everything, the weather has not been helping us. It's raw, it's cold, snowy, freezing temperatures. We really feel bad for the people who are suffering.
So food, blankets, medicine, protection. What about funding, though? Is enough resources being allocated to Syria?
I'm really happy that you asked this question because I was going to talk about it. Just want to say that even last year, we only received less than 50% of our funding needs for Syria. This year, we also started with financial deficit. Now, on top of everything, we have those crises. We're appealing to the world to provide us with financial assistance as soon as possible. The condition of the people is really heartbreaking. People cannot wait. We need to move fast and swift. We're coming up with a flash appeal in the next 24, 48 hours. I think the Secretary General will be speaking, of the United Nations will be speaking about it in the next 24 hours. We're appealing to all donors.
What about sanctions? They are, of course, in place for a reason in Syria. What effect have they been having on aid getting through?
I can assure you that we're working with all parties concerned to make sure that sanctions do not impact our humanitarian work. This is nothing new to us. We've been doing that for many years. I personally have been involved in that, and we'll continue our engagement to make sure that sanctions do not become an obstacle. But it's not only sanctions. As I said, it's sanctions, it's bureaucratic impediments, it's obstacles. It's a lot of issues sometimes that come between us and between the speed that we would like to reach out to the people. But we're doing everything we can to make sure nothing comes in our way. We know when you're in the business of saving lives, you have to try your level best every day. It's not about the people that you reach. We are proud about the people that we reach, but we're always concerned about the people that we don't reach, that one woman, that one child that we missed on that day. This is what we focus about. Success is good, but in our case, failure is a catastrophe.